Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Beyond Human podcast. My name is Kat, and I'm your host. So, the topic for today is awakening your spiritual intuition, the power of inner knowing. Have you ever had a moment where you just knew something without logic, without proof, yet that knowing turned out to be right? Maybe you sensed that a friend needed to hear from you, or you felt an instant connection or warning about a person you just met. That, my friends, is intuition. Today, I want to take you deeper into awakening spiritual intuition, our ability to tap into higher wisdom that exists beyond thought, beyond logic, and beyond the physical world. So, why does spiritual intuition matter? Well, we live in a world that conditions us to rely on facts, evidence, and external validation. We are taught to trust science, experts, and data, but rarely are we encouraged to trust ourselves. Yet, history is full of people who relied on something more. Einstein spoke of intuition as a sacred gift. Steve Jobs said intuition was more powerful than intellect. Great artists, inventors, and spiritual leaders all had one thing in common. They listened to something beyond the rational mind. Here's the truth. Spiritual intuition is not just a rare gift bestowed upon the enlightened few. It is an innate ability within every single one of us. The problem is that we've been conditioned to ignore it. We've drowned out that inner voice with noise, doubt, and distraction. So, how do we reawaken this forgotten power? How do we reconnect with the inner wisdom that has always been there? The first step is to quiet the noise. We have to create space for our intuition. Imagine trying to hear a whisper in a crowded room filled with shouting voices. That's what happens when we try to hear our intuition in the middle of constant distractions. Intuition speaks in stillness. To create space for intuition, we have to quiet the external and internal noise. One way to do that is with meditation. Even just 5 minutes a day shifts your awareness from mental chatter to deep knowing. Don't force answers, just listen. The second way we can do this is to spend time in nature. The earth has a natural frequency that synchronizes us with intuitive wisdom. Walking barefoot, sitting by water, or even gazing at the sky recalibrates your inner compass. The third way that we can create space for intuition is with sensory detox. Try spending an hour or a day, if you can, without your phone, social media, or external stimulation, like a TV, computer, things like that. Notice how your thoughts shift when you remove external input. And I know this is hard for a lot of people, especially in this day and age where so many of us have online businesses where we really have to stay connected. But I promise you that if you can do this for just a small amount of time each week, it will make such a huge impact. Spiritual intuition thrives in empty space. The more silence you create, the clearer it becomes. So, the second thing we can do to reconnect with our intuition is to trust the first whisper. It's always right. And intuition is fast. It's the immediate yes or no you feel right before your brain starts rationalizing. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt either drawn to them or repelled? That's intuition. Have you ever had a nagging feeling that you should take a different route home, only to realize you avoided traffic or danger? That's intuition. The first whisper of intuition is always right. But what happens? We doubt it. We override it with logic. So here's a simple exercise. Next time you're faced with a decision, listen for the first feeling, not the overanalyzing thoughts that follow. Just notice the first feeling. The more you recognize the first whisper, the more it will begin to speak. The third thing we can do to reconnect with our intuition is to strengthen the muscle with daily practices to expand intuition. So, intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Here are 3 powerful ways to develop it. The first one is to journal for insight. Each day, write down any intuitive nudges that you received. Maybe you thought of someone and they called, or maybe you had a feeling about an event and it turned out to be true. Writing them down makes you more aware of how intuition speaks. The second thing is to ask for signs. The universe, your higher self, or your spiritual guides will communicate if you're open. Try asking, give me a sign that I'm on the right path. And then be open to how it shows up. The third thing you can do is tracking your dreams. Your intuition is highly active when your conscious mind is asleep. Keep a dream journal. You will be surprised by how often guidance appears in symbolic or even direct ways. I know, for example, if you dream about a house, often that is a representation of your body, your vessel that is holding your spirit. And if the house that you dream of is messy or in disarray, it's usually an indicator that you need to go within. There's something that needs to be healed, something that needs to be worked through. So, the fourth thing we can do to strengthen our intuition and reconnect with it is to move beyond thought, feel instead of forcing. One of the biggest blocks to spiritual intuition is forcing an answer. When you push, when you analyze, when you try too hard, intuition retreats. But intuition doesn't work like the thinking mind. It's not something we figure out, it's something we receive. So when you're stuck, whether it's a life decision, creative block, or a spiritual question, just step back. Do something that disconnects you from active thinking. You can go for a walk, you can listen to music, paint, dance, or engage in anything creative. You can also just take a deep breath and let go. When you do these things, you'll find that suddenly, without effort, the answer arrives. That is intuition in flow. Step 5 for reconnecting with intuition is to embody intuition. Live from inner knowing. The ultimate goal isn't just to hear intuition, it's to trust it enough to act on it. The more you follow your inner guidance, the more life aligns. Decisions become easier, synchronicities appear, doors open effortlessly. So here's the challenge. For the next 7 days, commit to following one intuitive nudge each day. Maybe it's reaching out to someone, changing plans at the last minute, or making a small, meaningful choice. Keep track of what happens. This is where your journaling comes into play. Intuition is like a conversation. The more you listen, the more it speaks. And remember, you already know. You don't need to learn intuition. You already have it. You were born with it. It has been quietly guiding you your entire life. The question isn't whether intuition is real. The question is, will you listen? The deepest truth, the answers you seek, the clarity you long for, are already within you. They have always been there. You just have to remember how to hear it. And now I would like to channel Ascended Master Serapis Bey and guide you through a meditation to open your channel to intuition. So please put everything out of your hands and sit comfortably with your spine aligned and your hands gently resting on your lap. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. And with each breath, allow yourself to soften, to release, to enter the sacred stillness within. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Feel the energy cradling you, supporting you. And imagine golden roots extending from the base of your spine, anchoring deep into the crystalline core of Gaia. You are held. You are safe. You are connected. Now, I invite you to receive the frequency of light language, to open your intuitive channel. These sacred tones bypass the analytical mind and speak directly to your soul. Simply listen, feel, and allow. Ishka no toriia, salaaya, aikara shi'i, natura'a, tarii, ma'i shono la ka ave'e. Sona aya toria, shala ahara aya. Feel the energy of these divine syllables vibrating through your being, dissolving doubt, clearing stagnant energy, and opening the gateway to deeper knowing. Now bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye, the portal of inner wisdom. See or feel a radiant orb of indigo light pulsing gently. With every breath, this light expands, clearing away illusion, sharpening your intuitive vision. Beloved one, you are a vessel of divine wisdom. All that you seek is already within you. Trust the voice of your soul, for it is the voice of Source moving through you. Now, place your hands over your heart. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, allow this intuitive light to flow from your third eye down into your heart, merging intellect with love, wisdom with truth. Amaso leana ki oro nasha ei taasha nia ve ashotori ea no laka ve tora ei. Now ask from your heart, what do I need to know in this moment? Breathe. Be open. Let the impressions come, whether as images, words, sensations, or a deep inner knowing. Trust whatever arises. Even if you do not yet understand, your soul has already received. Now slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Walk forward in trust, dear one. The answers are not far from you, for they are already alive within your being. Listen, and the way will be shown. Take a final deep breath, feeling gratitude for this connection, for this moment, for the unfolding of your highest path. When you're ready, gently open your eyes, carrying this deepened awareness with you into your day. So be it, so it is. Thank you so much for being with me today. If this resonated with you, if it helped you in some way, please leave me a comment. I love hearing from people. I love hearing about your journeys, what you're going through, what you're experiencing. Sending all my blessings, love and light. Namaste.